Disclaimer. This summary provides a detailed exploration of Wild at Heart by John Eldredge, but it does not replace reading the book. The original work is filled with personal stories, spiritual insights, and transformative ideas that can only be fully appreciated through direct engagement with the text. Summary and review of Wild at Heart by John Eldredge. Introduction. What does it mean to be a man? What if everything you thought about masculinity was incomplete? What if the deep, restless longing in your heart was not a flaw, but a sign that you were made for more? John Eldredge's book, Wild at Heart, argues that modern culture has tamed men, stripping them of their true nature. He invites men to rediscover their God-given desires, to embrace adventure, to fight for something meaningful, and to reclaim the wild heart they were meant to have. The core message: a man's heart is wild. Eldredge believes that men were created to be warriors, adventurers, and lovers at heart. He argues that society has forced men into a passive, controlled existence, suppressing their natural instincts. He builds his argument around three core desires that every man carries within him. Number 1. The desire for a battle to fight. Men long for a struggle, a challenge that tests their strength. Whether it is physical, emotional, or spiritual, they are driven by the need to stand up for something bigger than themselves. Number 2. The desire for an adventure to live. Men crave risk and discovery. They do not want a life of comfort and predictability. Instead, they yearn to step into the unknown, to take on challenges that make them feel alive. The wounds of men. Why do we struggle? Eldredge argues that many men feel lost, disconnected, and unsure of their purpose because they carry deep wounds from childhood. These wounds often come from their fathers, whether through neglect, criticism, or absence. Without validation from their fathers, many men grow up seeking approval in unhealthy ways, such as through success, control, or relationships. He suggests that these wounds shape a man's identity and lead to two common problems. The first problem: the passive man. Some men become too timid, afraid to take risks, and unwilling to step into their full strength. They avoid challenges, hesitate to lead, and suppress their desires. The second problem: the overcompensating man. Other men try to prove their worth through dominance, aggression, or workaholism. They chase success or power to fill the void left by their wounds. Eldredge believes that healing comes when men recognize their wounds, bring them before God, and reclaim the strength they were meant to have. Restoring masculinity, the path to freedom. The book offers a path for men to reclaim their hearts and rediscover their wild nature. First, embrace your identity. A man must see himself as strong, capable, and created for adventure. He should not settle for a life of quiet desperation, but instead seek to live fully and fearlessly. Second, seek healing from God. True healing comes from a relationship with God, not from success or external validation. By seeking God's guidance, men can find the strength to overcome their wounds. Third, step into adventure. Eldredge encourages men to take risks, go outdoors, and embrace challenges that push them beyond their comfort zones. Adventure is essential to the male spirit. Fourth, fight for what matters. Whether it is family, faith, or a meaningful cause, men must step up and defend what is important to them. They are called to be protectors and warriors in their own lives. Final thoughts. Wild at Heart is not just a book. It is an invitation. An invitation to break free from passivity, to embrace the strength within, and to step boldly into the life that God designed for you. If you feel restless, lost, or disconnected, this book may be exactly what you need to rediscover the wild heart that was never meant to be tamed.